All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. I've sent out the invites to a couple of people, and we'll see who's able to make it this evening. Let's see here. I'm just looking for some reference for something I'm going to work on this evening. But let me set my camera up. I'll pull it back a little bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. Actually, I'm looking at some pages from Hero Book 3. There was something in particular I was looking for, and I honestly can't remember what it is now. I may just fake it. Fake it till you make it. That's what they always say, right? Oh, well. All right, well, I've got comics to share with y'all this evening. We'll get to that eventually. I might even have something to share on a peep show. I know. We'll see if anybody joins. My ice melted in my cup. Oh, well. All right. Let me get my camera set up, and we will get going. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but today was a long day. Oh, there you go. Yawning already. But got up early, went to work, worked, and that was about it. That's all I did today is work. But that's okay. I wish I was at home drawing, but that's not always how it happens. All right. I got this set up. I'm going to hit the record button and start drawing. Not exactly sure what I'm going to draw, but I think, you know what? I'm kind of in the mood for doing something hero related. So you guys are just going to have, heaven forbid, he's doing hero. Yeah, well, that's what happens. I haven't drawn hero in a little bit. And kind of in the mood. Actually, I got an opportunity last night, since it was my non-live streaming night. I watched some shows with my wife, and then I got to work, and I edited 5 YouTube videos. One that went up last night, 2 that went up today, and then 2 more that'll go up tomorrow. And then I actually got an opportunity to do some work on Hero Book 1, doing some of the pre-press stuff that absolutely has to be done. I'm taking this opportunity before I have the next version of the books printed, taking the opportunity to fix a lot of the things that I have issues with. Most of it is the word balloons and the tech and the dialogue. I've made a few small changes, nothing major, but it's stuff that needs to be done. What up, man?
What's up?
How's it going?
It's going awful.
Okay, well,
God, what is wrong with you?
I don't know. One of these days, one of us is going to win the lottery, and that the answer to that
I'm
question is,
never going to win the lottery.
well, you got to play.
Even if I played, I wouldn't win the lottery.
Well, you never know.
Yes, I do know.
Okay.
What is wrong with you?
I have wild dreams, and
You're
I don't know.
delusional.
Well, that too, but
Nothing good has ever happened in the history of the world.
I would have to disagree with that statement. And I say that because a dork like me actually found a woman willing to marry him. So I mean, I don't know, that was good for me.
I don't know about that.
No, it was good for me, trust me. Ugh,
Yeah, but look at what it cost her.
I know, I know.
It's see, there's a drawback.
I said it was good for me. I can't say it was good for her.
Well, nothing good's ever happened to me.
Well, you know me.
Again.
Isn't knowing me like a
No.
pretense for
You're
good things?
privileged to know me. This is the way this works. Everything's things are okay.
I got pretty great kids, you know. I mean, and you know them, so I mean that's the fact that you know them is like a
Well,
bonus.
there's the good part. They're not my kids.
Yeah, I know. Ugh. So, anything new and happening in the world of interest, of note?
No.
No? Okay.
Nothing new happens except bad things.
There's a movie coming out I think I want to see.
Oh wow. That's not something new happening.
Well, a new movie I haven't already seen is something new and happening.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
There's something opening up soon that I want to see, and I think I was talking to Mike about going to go see it, and now I can't remember what it is.
It must not have been that important.
Well, we're getting into the fall season of movies, you know, where they're trying to put out, you know, all the get you back into the theater movies, not the summer blockbusters, but the fall blockbusters. You know, this is when the Star Wars and the Harry Potter movies come out.
None of that's of any interest to me.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't think there's a Harry Potter movie coming out this year. There is a Star Wars movie, but I've yet to see a preview worth, you know, getting excited about. So, you know, it came and went. I mean, it's out now, but
yeah,
I totally forgot all about it.
It sucks.
Well, how do you know it sucks?
I've seen it.
Oh, Mike said it wasn't bad.
I thought it was bad.
No. Did you like the first one better? Because that's what I've heard. So the first one was better.
Well, the books that way, the old TV miniseries that way, the good stuff is when they're kids. This one, the stuff as adults, is worse than the old TV show, the TV movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The characters are even less likable.
I don't think I've seen the whole TV movie, believe it or not.
The ending's horrible no matter which way you go, book movie or other two movies. The ending sucks.
Yeah. We started to watch it because we have it on Mike first. I don't know where he got it, but he got a copy of it on DVD. And we started to watch it, but
oh yeah, it was in the $5 bins for DVDs for years.
Oh yeah. Well, the reason why we stopped watching it is because we lost the remote for the DVD player, so we had to put the DVD in and just let it play. Well, it got to the point where you either had to flip the DVD over or whatever, and we couldn't, because we didn't have the remote. We couldn't just play it, so we had to. It was just stupid. The reason why we weren't able to finish watching it.
You should be able to just open up the DVD player and flip it open.
Yeah, we did, but you don't have we didn't have the remote to hit the play button, so we had to wait for it to cycle through, and it was just taking forever. But then I got a remote, and we just never got back to it. I just wasn't impressed. It was cheesy 80s.
It was a TV
horror movie. Yeah, I know. But it definitely had that feel to it, you know.
And in a lot of ways, it's still superior to the new one.
I thought the first one, the first of the new ones, was actually pretty good.
It's okay.
But then again, I came from the reference that I didn't see the whole Tim Curry movie or show. So that's my reference, is I didn't see the whole thing.
But the TV movie for Salem's Lot isn't bad, but it's Tobe Hooper. So,
you know, I honestly don't think I've seen that either. I know they released it on Steelbook, but
it's better than any of the, like they tried to do a New Salem's Lot TV movie. It sucked. It was awful. It was truly, truly, truly awful.
Yeah. Well, Disney put out a whole bunch of steelbook cases this week, and I really was not impressed with any of them. I even made a video, and I haven't actually published the video yet, but
You'll buy some of them anyway.
Nope, I'm not going to. I refuse to because here's what they did, and
But they're still bookcases, Andrew.
They are. But see, what they did is they did 4K steelbook cases for a bunch of Disney movies, including a bunch of the Pixar movies. Oh, well, actually, they were all Pixar movies. What am I talking about? And they put out the 4K edition, like a regular 4K edition, and the images on the covers were very vibrant. They had like a single character or a group of characters. It was very, very eye-popping and colorful. But then the 4K steelbooks were like these minimalist images. They were like small, and it just is like if they had put the...
It doesn't matter. It's a steel bookcase.
Yeah, no, it matters. It matters. Well, if it was a standard steelbook case like a Blu-ray and DVD, then I would definitely consider it. But this is the 4K, and which means it's a higher cost, and I'm not paying the higher cost for an inferior steelbook. That's just the way it goes.
It's ridiculous that you care at all.
I know, but I do care. So
because it doesn't affect the movie.
Oh, I know. And you know what's so strange? Some of the Pixar movies that they put out, there's at least one I've never seen. I never saw The Good Dinosaur.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a Disney Pixar movie, but I never saw it in theater. I never owned it on Blu-ray, so I've never actually seen the movie. So, I'm tempted to pick that one up. Oh, do you know what other movie they re-released in a 4K steelbook? Which, believe it or not, the 4K steelbook at Best Buy is actually cheaper than the regular 4K edition.
I have no idea because
I
I don't pay attention or care.
I know, but I'm asking just to be asking, even though I know you don't care.
You want to talk about this crap. Gotcha.
Yes. Casino.
I could care less.
I loved Casino. Casino's an awesome movie. Joe Pesci, what's his name? Sharon Stone. I mean, it's
not. Again, the steelbook case doesn't do anything. It doesn't.
Well, the fact that
it doesn't make a $5 movie because of how old it is worth buying again for $20-something or $30.
Oh, believe it or not, it's on sale for $17.99.
It doesn't make it worth $17.99.
Not even with that pedigree, with Joe Pesci and
no,
it's not Al Pacino. It's what's his name? Robert De Niro.
No, it's a $5 bin movie.
Well, I'm sure there's extras to make it worth it.
No.
Why is this pen already dying? No, it's got liquid in it. It's just... This is one of the ones that I refilled myself. And for some reason, the India ink that I use doesn't like to go down to the tip of the...
What brand?
Oh, it's just whatever cheap brand I got. You know me, I never spend any money on these things. But I got to work on some hero pages last night. I was very happy about that. And 99% of what I'm doing is redoing the word balloons and fixing up the text, the dialogues. And last night I did a page where I didn't change the dialogue, but I moved where the word balloons were at. And then there was a part where the one word balloon had way too much extra space. So I made it a little bit smaller, and then I realized that there wasn't any color underneath it. That happens. But I just shifted it a little bit and it worked out okay. Just made it work. But the word balloon was way too big for the dialogue that was in the box, so, or the dialogue that was in it. Which both of us know is something I needed to get better at. Right?
If you say so, man.
We've had this discussion before. Ugh. So anything new and interesting happening?
Oh my God.
Well, gotta ask.
You've already asked that.
Okay, well. You never know. There might be something you forgot to tell me or just thought about right now.
If there was, I wouldn't tell you. I keep things from you on purpose, Andrew.
Yeah, because then I'll talk about it on a live stream, right?
Exactly. You don't keep your mouth shut very well.
Yeah, I know. When it comes to my stuff, I don't care.
I deliberately keep you out of the loop.
I'm getting very excited. My trip to New York is coming up very, very soon. Hey, will you do me a favor? While I'm not here doing the Hero Hour live stream, will you live stream on your channel and call it the Hero Hour?
Absolutely not.
Oh. Okay, think about it. Okay, consider it.
No, I wouldn't. I would never call my show that on my channel. Absolutely not. That is an unreasonable request.
It's not unreasonable. I filled in for Cross when he was gone for the auction that one time, remember?
Yeah, but I'm not having something on my channel associated with this mess. It ain't happening. You're not associating me with this.
Okay. I was going to tell everybody to come over to Avery's channel and watch the Hero Hour there. And
I'm going to delete my channel.
If I start telling people that, you're going to delete your channel, or you're just going to delete your channel just to delete it?
I don't know, man.
Okay. I don't even know why I have Twitter anymore. I rarely ever go to it anymore. You know?
Well, that's where when people want to ask you a question about your channel, it's tend to be where they go.
Yeah. Well, I burned all my bridges with all the people I knew on Facebook, so all the people I had friends on Facebook were the people that abandoned me, which, I'm okay with. But,
yeah, you knew they were going to do that. You knew.
Oh, I knew. No, it was a calculated thing. And guess what? I don't care.
No, they were worthless anyway.
No, they weren't worthless. It just, I knew what their reaction was going to be. They played right into my hands. Well, for a little bit. Eventually, they got tired of me. But they played into my hands initially. Even the ones I actually told not to worry about it, and, they still jumped right on in. People are so,
awful.
Yeah, they can be. I think I saw a message on the Twitter feed. Kodiak wasn't going to be able to make it, or was that from a previous day, or is that?
No, that's today.
Okay.
I said I replied to him because I know you won't.
Well, I just saw it, as I was getting ready to start the stream, and I couldn't tell if it was from today or from a previous day. So
it tells you.
I still couldn't tell because I'm not Twitter literate. It's all right. It's all right.
No, it's not. It's not all right.
Well, hopefully Todd will be able to join.
No, Todd's not coming.
No?
No.
Did you scare him away?
No, he's moving.
He's not moving.
He realized what he did by inviting you to stay with him again, and he's moving.
That would be really funny if that actually happened.
and necessary.
I'd have to find somebody else to stay with. I only know like 2 other people in New York, and one of them I may not even be there anymore. Our buddy Rich may not even be in New York anymore, which really sucks because I always knew I had at least one backup, or if Todd ever failed me.
Yeah,
Oh,
your only concern is, what's my free place to stay in New York?
hey, man, that's an important thing when you're doing conventions on a shoestring budget,
I have found the best cure for that.
Don't go.
Don't go. Yeah, don't go. It's not worth it.
Is there any type of convention you'd go to? I mean, not a comic book convention, like anything that would get you excited to go to?
No,
No?
no. Well, no. There's
No, I know.
why?
I don't know. I was just thinking maybe there's a tattoo convention, or
No,
like a
no, no. I don't care about anything.
what about? I was thinking about maybe, I don't know.
Heck no.
Okay.
I'm insulted that you asked.
Well, I know.
What's
Just
wrong?
trying to think of something that would bring joy to your life.
There's no such thing as joy in life. What's wrong with you?
Well, I know at a certain point going to conventions is not joyful anymore, no matter what kind of convention it is, but I still enjoy it. I still like going to conventions. There's a convention happening here in town this weekend, right?
No.
Yeah, well, it's St. Augustine.
Don't know anything about it, man.
Ancient City Con. Some of my regulars told me about it, and I told them I was working the store this weekend, so I wouldn't be doing anything like that, but I've never been to that one. So I don't know if it's. I know I did get an email about it, and their guest list included some voice actors and no comic book artists. Go figure. Which is kind of sad. But there was a Harry Potter actor that was going to be there. Not one of the kids though, and I think voice actors, some VAs, but no comic book artists, which really stinks.
No, I don't care for that crap.
Well, there's a lot of comic book artists, especially older guys that live here in Florida.
Yeah, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I moved on.
So if I go up in New York and go say hi to Dave Johnson, what should I say to him? Should I introduce myself? And
No, I wouldn't talk to him at all.
well, I've bought some really nice art from him in the past, so I may attempt to do so again. He's got this folder that he puts out that he usually he's just trying to get rid of some of that old stuff, and he'll sell it for like really dirt cheap, and that's sometimes you'll find something nice in there.
That's
Oh, I know. Still like the man. Still like his art, I should say. I did find an issue, a comic at the store today that I looked at and go, ooh, I don't have this one. And then I saw who was the artist, and it was Jamal Eichel. And I said, not even for 50 cents. And I put it back.
well, at least okay. So you are teachable.
Yeah, well, I have my issues with him from when he first started out. He worked on New Warriors, and I was a huge fan of New Warriors. And I met him at a show really, really early on, and he had some New Warriors pages, but he had ridiculous prices on them, like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know who you are, and you're asking this much money. And I mean, he was very, sure of himself, and I could appreciate that. But then I met him again a few years later, and he still had all those same pages, and he did not lower the prices at all. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe one of these days. But I don't. I almost guarantee he still got the pages. His run on New Warriors was not like groundbreaking or anything, but he's one of those guys that knew the value of his stuff, or
Yeah.
thought he did, and
No one's
right
work
at
on New Warriors was groundbreaking,
well, Mark Bagley's stuff was pretty good on New Warriors.
but it wasn't
Eric
ground.
Robertson did a run on New Warriors that was pretty good.
Nope.
So,
I said groundbreaking.
well, no, not groundbreaking.
Listen to the definition. Listen to the definition of words.
Well, then you need to tell me what the definition is, because I don't know.
You know groundbreaking.
Well, how about memorable? Because those issues were memorable to me.
Yeah, but your taste.
Actually, I met a dealer who did have some original Bagley pages, and I specifically asked about New Warriors pages. And what he told me is, from what he understood from Mark, is that there's one guy out there that bought up all of his early pages from New Warriors, like from the first 10, 11, 12 issues, bought all of the art and has it, and has never sold it, never put it up for sale or anything. And I'm like, that's really sad, because some of that stuff was really great. And so there's somebody out there that has it.
That's good for Mark, because he sold.
Well, no, he's probably sold them really early on, so he probably didn't get a whole crap load of money. But they're not in circulation, which means
it's still good for him because he had bills to pay, dude.
Oh, that's true too.
In your early days, man, it's hard to get people to buy your stuff.
Yeah.
So the fact that someone bought it is awesome.
Wonder how much he sold them for.
It was probably like $50 a page back then, dude.
Maybe even less. Oh God, I would love to have found some of those pages.
Possibly even less, yes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff sold for $25 to $50 back then.
Yeah.
So there were a few guys that got considerably more, but
yeah. Well, I like finding a guy that has some decent art and getting it at a good price, and then having the person blow up, and then having that stuff be actually worth a lot more money. It's happened a few times for me.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But there are some pages I wish I still kept,
Yeah.
Like I had an original Jimmy Chung before he blew up. He's now one of the big names at Marvel when he does stuff, though. He's doing a lot of covers and so forth. But I had an original page from him early on in his career, and I didn't pay a lot of money for it. But
well, there's a lot of guys who are really good who don't get regular interior work anymore because they have to pay them.
Yeah.
When Dan DiDio made that statement, or whoever it was at DC made that statement, there's not enough talent to do that many books. That's not true. There's not enough cheap talent is the problem. There's tons of guys out there that most of the best talent of the last 30 years is still viable. They're still out there. It's just they'd have to pay them $500 to $1,000 a page.
I'd do it for a lot cheaper than that, I think.
And the sales aren't there.
Yeah.
The royalties aren't there. Let's say you only get $500 a page to do a book at Marvel, but it sells 100,000 copies because that's the way most sales were. Those are some nice royalties, getting 5 cents on a book for every copy over 40,000.
Yeah.
Or whatever the royalty.
Somebody was saying they recently raised those thresholds. I think Ethan was talking about it.
I don't
which
know.
is kind of crazy.
But
Oops.
that makes it harder.
Yep. All
It
right,
means you
where
can't
is
get the best talent to commit to books, and they don't leave anybody who's any good on a book very long. You don't see people get on a book and stay there for a year
yeah?
and do a real run.
All right, I do not know where my wash is at. Ah, I found it. And it looks like it's spilled a little bit. Oh well. Oh, that happens, guys. That happens. Yeah, I think I'd rather just self-publish, do my own thing. Would I like to work for Marvel? If there was a project out there that I do have a dream Marvel project that if I had the opportunity to do it, I would, and that would be a Power Pack series. I would write and draw it, and I would take whatever they gave me, to be able to do that. But that is not going to happen anytime soon with their current environment that they have there.
That, and you have to show your work to people. To
Ah, I have a couple of books worth of work I could show to people.
yeah, but you've never done that.
Well,
Well,
I know. I know. It is true. It is true.
yeah, I mean, used to. I mean, you would bring your work to show sometimes at cons, and me and Todd would try to get you to do it, and you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I know. I never thought my work was good enough. And to be honest, some of that early stuff was not.
Yeah, but that was part of the point, was to learn and get
Yeah.
better.
Well, I got to learn from you guys and your experiences.
Oh, please, you disregard everything we ever told you.
Not everything. There's a lot that I took to heart. There's some early advice that Todd gave me, that I listened to, and there's advice I've gotten from you that I've listened to, and here's the funny thing: I could probably count those times on one hand. In the 10,000 things you guys have said to me, I can remember a few of them. Whoops. This isn't pick on Andrew hour, is it?
Sure, it is.
It's every hour.
I gotta take it out on somebody.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. I'm used to it. I'm used to it.
Uh,
So is there anything you want me to look for you while I'm in New York?
no, there's nothing.
No? Okay. If I find like a really nice artist edition at a really good price,
I don't have the money to buy that crap.
I'm not saying buy it. I'm saying if I find it at a really good price.
Don't worry about it, dude.
If I see one, if I see something. I told you that I found a dealer that had those like European hardcover sketchbooks for different artists. And if I see any of those, I may try to pick up some of those because they were really cool.
Oh yeah.
It's not something, and once again, it's not something you find in stores around here.
I know. No,
that's why I want to bring it.
Exactly. I want a bunch of that guy that did the Batman Prince Darkness, whatever. That's recent. I can't think of his name.
Oh, you're talking about the
The watercolor thing.
Yep.
I want his books. his books look way better than that Batman. That Batman looks cool, but his books are way better.
Do you remember the title?
I think one of them's called Raptors, another one's called like Gypsy.
Okay, Raptors I'm familiar with because I have
Todd
like
has them. Todd's been into that guy's stuff for
you know
a
what?
decade, over a decade.
Didn't he do stuff for heavy metal?
Heavy metal used to carry that stuff and help promote it here in America.
Okay, because I've seen dealers who have heavy metal books.
Mm-hmm.
You know, very much like that. I'll definitely.
And as a Prezi, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about now.
Yeah, dude. Like
Yeah.
I want a bunch of his stuff, but
Okay, I'll keep an eye.
Don't worry about it. But that's the kind of
You know
stuff
me. I'm gonna if I find it, I'm not gonna pay ridiculous, crazy amounts. I'm gonna find a good deal and get a. You know, I am
But
nothing.
that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Stuff like that, Topi books, stuff
Right.
like that. That's what I'm looking for.
Now, did you ever find out how many Tomb of Dracula essentials there are?
All the hardbacks or the
No. The those big thick trays.
well, okay. There's the essentials, the black and white essentials,
Right.
and there's hardbound omnibus, and there's like 3 or 4 of those.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
And those can be like 150, 200 bucks because they're big hardbacks.
Okay.
Those I want. I want both because I want to see it in black and white. But I want those omnibuses also.
Okay.
That's the kind of stuff I look for.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the reason I'm not into the like. Oh, this. I'm just like, no, man, that doesn't do it for me.
I gotcha. Oh,
And you know this, man.
I know. That's why I'm actually making a list in my head, and while I say it out loud, you're confirming it for me. So I already know it. I just need to think about it. All right.
You've got it locked on you, don't you? Okay. I thought so.
Well, no, the live stream. It's a split screen. Screen.
Oh, that I was using the other one the other day, and that's why I'm thinking that.
Oh.
I hung out with Cross yesterday for a bit on his channel, and I started.
Well, I saw the one that you were showing off your prints.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think they were that bad, but then again, I'm looking at it on the computer, so seeing it in front of you, it might be a lot darker. So the Venom definitely was darker, but it still looked good.
Yeah, it was darker. I sent them. I sent them. Cross said no, they look good, and so I sent them.
Oh, okay.
It went out. Everybody's thing went out today.
Okay, cool.
If any like the other guy that bought the Red Rooster stuff, he doesn't really watch our channels and all. I think, but his went out. Dillard's card went out. Everything going to Manny went out.
Cool.
That one cost me, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That one
yeah, I know. I've
that hardbound book in there. That was expensive. When I saw the price, I was just like, go ahead and just make that priority. Spend a couple more bucks and it'll be safer.
I think the last time I sent a package to him, it was almost $20.
Yeah, this costs more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
That I could believe. Hardback book makes it heavier.
Yeah.
What I sent him was just bulky. It was light, but it was bulky.
Yeah.
And you add weight to it, and that makes it more expensive.
Yeah, normally it only costs me like under $10 to send Manny something.
Yeah. He gets a good deal from us. From us.
But Manny had bought so much stuff and it all piled up. But thank you very much, Manny, by the way, because he'll probably watch this later. I'm not complaining. I am very grateful for your patronage, sir.
Very, very appreciative. We both are. All right.
So I started this bad boy. I'm thinking about doing some splatter on this too, man.
That'd be awesome.
Like doing black and white splatter, like splatter some ink into the shadows and
Oh, that's definitely a character you can go nuts on, and it would
Yeah,
still work. You know.
yeah. Break out the toothbrush and some scrap paper to block things off, and it splatter black into the grays, then splatter white to the highlights. And
Very cool. Very cool.
I'm considering it.
All right. Well, I've got some comics I want to share. I picked up a couple, not very many, just a couple,
Some
and
comics.
some comic books.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. What am I trying to do here? I want to spotlight my video, but it's not letting me spotlight. I guess I can pin it. See if that'll do it. All right. Oh. So here we go. Just a couple comics, not very many. About 20 of them. Got a picked up another Wolverine genre from the John Romita Jr. run. Agent of Shield Part 1 of 6. I think, to be honest with you, I think this is an alternate cover
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure I already have the first part of the story. But I got a customer who likes the Wolverine, so I get them for him.
I used to be a big Wolverine fan.
Yeah, I got an issue of Lucifer. This is issue number 9. I don't know if this is 9. Yeah, I don't know if this is from the original run. It may be, because I think it was relaunched later. 9, yeah. So I actually have a couple other early issues of Lucifer, so this is cool to add. Batman Adventures number 10, just to add to the kid-friendly.
Yeah, just to have it.
Yeah, this is an issue from Nexus. This was a limited series, a 4-issue limited series called The Next Nexus, and I'm fairly certain it's all Steve Rude. Yep, this is from '89, but
Who published it?
this is First
Okay.
Comics.
It was before the Jump the Dark Horse. Cool.
Yep. Wow, what a great splash page.
Oh yeah, a lot of those Nexus books are fantastic.
Yeah.
Nexus. Have you ever read Nexus?
Oh yeah.
It's one of the few books I bought it for the art, but I sat down and when I read it, I was like, "This is fantastic."
Yeah. Well, you know I have an original piece of Steve Rude art, so.
Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. I'm trying to spotlight the video, and it's not letting me. I'm pinning it, but it's jumping to you when you talk, and I'm trying to. Oh well.
It's because it knows who's most important.
Oh yeah, whatever. Here's a John Byrne Fantastic Four issue number 288. I don't think I have this one. I have a bunch of Fantastic Four issues.
Yeah,
but
I started buying those too out of 50-cent bins the last time I was able to go.
yeah, these are nice. Gotta love them. Got some Warlord issues. This is issue. This actually says 15. Oh wow, that's an early one. It's a great cover. Mike Grell on cover. Very nice. Issue number 76. Okay cover. Superman Adventures number 44. Another kid-friendly book to go in the kid-friendly book section. This is Uncanny X-Men 281. I've got like 3 or 4 copies of this, but it's a fantastic Will Sportacio issue. So.
Hey, there's a documentary out there, Chris Claremont's X-Men. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Really? Cool.
It's just a long interview and some other stuff with Chris Claremont, Anna Senti, and Louis Simonson.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So good. I recommend it. I loved it.
Okay. I'll have to look for it. Very cool. And then I picked up there were some Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps Rebirth issues 12, 14, 15, and 16, which included some Ethan Van Sciver art on them. Issue 12 was Ethan's.
Cool.
14 was Sandoval, but 15 and 15 was also Ethan, and 16 was Sandoval. I like how they switch back and forth between these two guys. Their both art was fantastic on this series. So, We got a New Mutants issue. This is another Brent Blevins, issue number 67. Always worth picking up. Brett Blevins on art. Fantastic.
Brett Blevins is great, dude. I wouldn't mind some of his sketchbooks he's published. I bet they're awesome.
I have seen some of them. They're very nice.
Yeah, dude. Have you seen his figure sketches? Just his figure.
Oh yeah.
drawings?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude. His anatomy studies are gorgeous.
We got an issue of Weapon X. Once again, like I said, I have a regular who enjoys the Wolverine. So
Hey.
I pick up something that he doesn't have. You know.
Everybody goes through a big Wolverine phase, man. It's cool.
That is true. I got another early issue of New Mutants here. This is issue number 17. I'm fairly certain I already have this one, but just a nice. Let me see who did the inside. Tom Mandrake. Okay.
Tom Mandrake is an underappreciated guy.
Oh yeah.
He's done some really good stuff.
I don't think this is the first appearance of the Hellions, but I mean, this is a Hellions issue. I'll have to double check and see, but.
What's the cover?
17. It's got a.
I don't know.
June Brigham on art and Sienkiewicz on inks for the cover. So, and then we have another issue of Batman from year 3. This is part 1 with a fantastic George Perez cover.
Mm-hmm.
These covers are very inspiring. I love the composition and the just beautiful stuff. On the inside.
Perez is awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He was one of those guys that I didn't like that much back in the day, but as I've gotten older,
definitely appreciate the guy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Got an issue of Major Bummer. This is issue number 2. This is a Mankey on art. This was a really fun series. It didn't last very long. I think it only went for 9 or 10 issues, but I remember having them all at one point. It's just really fun. I have the Sword of Solomon Kane, issue number 5.
I don't have that one.
Yeah, let me see. It's not who you think on art.
No, each issue is different artists, because one of them's Mike Mignola, another one's someone else.
Well, this one's John Bogenhoff.
Ooh.
Yeah, not bad.
I have a couple of issues of that series.
You want me to put this one aside for you?
Yeah. I don't have that one.
Okay.
See, that's the kind of stuff I get into.
Oh yeah. And what's the shameful thing is, the only way you're going to find these issues is in 50-cent bins.
Yeah.
They're not going to collect these. They're not collected. They're not in some type of something somewhere else.
They actually might be.
Oh, I don't know.
Because they're Solomon Kane. They might.
Well,
but it's probably an older trade that we're not aware of. There's a good chance those are collected somewhere.
Back in those days, I don't know if they collected everything.
No. I mean, not from that era, but from a few years ago, and it's like I just recently got into like Conan and Solomon Kane, and
yeah.
So if there's older collections out there, there's a reason. That's the reason I don't know about them.
Oh wow, I didn't realize what this was. This is somebody actually came in and asked me if I had any Masters of Kung Fu, Shang-Chi comics, and I didn't. So I saw this one. I said, let me go ahead and pick it up.
Some of those are pretty fun. I used to buy those every once in a while at 50-cent pens.
Dude, guess who did the art of this?
Who?
Mike Zeck.
Cool. I think this is
a Zeck cover, and he did the interior too. He and Gene Day.
Mm-hmm.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh. Wonder if this one's actually worth any money. I don't know.
Probably not.
Well, subject matter does count, you know.
Yeah, but it's still got some entertainment value.
Oh yes, most definitely. And then let's see, I got another Warlord issue here, issue number 74, and check this out. It's Infinity Incorporated annual number 1 with McFarlane.
Oh,
I think I have all the issues that he worked on, but I didn't realize he had done the annual too. And I mean, this cover is more or less nothing but Todd McFarlane. So But you know, I think I had this at one point. Some of these pages look really familiar to me. I probably had this as a kid, to be honest with you.
There's a chance.
Yeah, I probably bought it out of a quarter bin.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see here.
Oh yeah, dude. I
Oh,
love
Todd only did pages 26 through 35. That's funny.
Still, it's early Toddy Mac.
Yeah, it definitely is. So awesome. Okay, these are going to be added to what I had on Monday's show and added to the store this weekend. So if anybody is in Jacksonville, wants to come by the Jacksonville Flea Market on Beach Boulevard,
Yeah, come by the
check
store.
out our new store in Units C23 and 25. We've expanded to a little larger store. There's breathing room. You can actually walk around the store now, and yeah, have a lot of fun there. So come on by. Matter of fact, you should come by if you get bored.
Not right now.
Okay. Yeah, I know you're not a fan of the flea market, so I'm not going to pressure you.
Wait for my stomach to heal more, so I can bring lunch and I can eat something. You know.
Okay, that's fine too.
That's why.
Okay.
I got to let my intestines heal.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought it was because you didn't like me.
No. Let my intestines heal so I can eat like normal food.
So what you're saying is it's not because you don't like me, because you do like me.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh, these Superman adventure books were very cool. I actually had an opportunity.
Some people are going to catch on how mean I am to you is mostly a bit.
Oh, I know, it's all right. I had an opportunity to buy some original pages from these books at one point, and I didn't because at the time the money was just not there. But if they're still fantastic looking pages, all these artists doing their best Bruce Timm impersonation, you know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you remember that Harley Quinn Bruce Timm coloring book we came across?
Yeah.
I came across that on eBay where somebody was trying to sell it for like $50.
Really?
Yeah. I was just like, what are you doing?
That's funny.
But then again, I came across somebody one time trying to sell Bruce the Little Blue Spruce for like $100. I was just like, what are you doing?
You know, I did some research. Remember, you know how they've talked about, people have said that old VHS tapes of Disney movies are worth a lot of money.
Some of them.
I did some research and found out that really is an untrue tale. What happened was somebody at some point put up a one of the VHS tapes, and for a really huge amount, and somebody bid on it. Once they bid on it, they immediately relisted it for the same price. And that's where the story actually began, because it was listed under a sold item, and it actually sold for like $10,000. And so that's where the story began. And nobody can tell whether or not money actually ever changed hands or not, because the person relisted it like within minutes. So
I've heard though the penis cover for Little Mermaid is valuable.
I don't know about that.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh wow, look at this Mike Grell double page splash.
I've heard there is some value to the wiener one.
Yeah, well.
And I mean, I know people that own it, and it's like, wow, that's a whole bunch of wieners on the cover for the Little Mermaid, the original VHS release. Like all the castles are penises.
Yeah, well.
I mean, very clearly. It's like that's not even subtle. How'd that even make it to print?
Yeah, somebody fell asleep at the wheel big time on that one.
Yeah. It's like somebody got fired for that. Maybe a couple of somebodies. Because it's just like, how did you not catch that?
Well, supposedly that there's a mural throughout Snow White's castle at Disney, and in the mural there's supposedly like some Nazis walking in the line somewhere in the mural, something that somebody snuck in there.
Animators, when they get bored, man, Those guys go crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Like you kind of wonder what Todd has snuck into stuff.
well, we know Ethan snuck in stuff at one point. He was
Oh,
very proud of himself for that. So.
and he should be.
Oh yeah, because that's great.
He should be proud of that.
That's an issue of the X-Men known as the sex issue.
I have it. I have a copy of it.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I do too, somewhere. Oh. Whew, let's see, what else do I have to share? Oh, you want to see something that I had playing in the store this weekend? Mike found both volumes, season 1.1 and 1.2 of the original G.I. Joe cartoon. And I had these playing in the background in the store. These were actually really great. I was watching one of the early episodes, and Snake Eyes does something heroic, and he like sacrifices himself, and he's in like this locked room with this cloud of gas, and it's like a dangerous gas. And
it's where they added timber, and he changed his outfit.
Yep. But what's so funny is at one point in the episode, Scarlet is on the walkie-talkie going, Snake Eyes, acknowledge. I'm like, just laughing. I'm going, you know he can't talk.
Yeah.
You know he can't talk better than anybody. But she's like yelling into the walkie-talkie.
Well, they never got into that better than anybody.
Well, in the comics they did, because they were. Yeah. I don't think they were ever lovers, but they've known each other a long time.
I think they had a little romance in the comics.
I don't know. Well, maybe. But I remember that. The one yearbook where Storm Shadow and it was Scarlet and who was it? I think it was Scarlet and Snake Eyes were breaking into Cobra and rescuing Storm Shadow.
Oh yeah.
Very end of it, Scarlet's got her arms around both Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and like best of friends,
Mm-hmm.
You're my best friend, type of thing, and I just that's what I'm saying. That was those were fun comics, a fun cartoon show, which was nothing more than the comics and the cartoon were nothing more than advertisement for toys. And back in those days, that kind of crap worked. That kind of crap got kids hooked on the toys, and they sold lots and lots of toys.
And a lot of the shows were, for the time, really good.
Yep. Well, that's so funny about like the current G.I. Joe comics. They're not selling toys anymore. There aren't toys out there, There may be some collector stuff, but there's not a line of toys for kids.
Yeah, there's Sideshow does like something every once in a while, Snake Eyes or somebody, but there's no regular G.I. Joe out there. It's like they gave up on the property.
Well, the whole idea of the comic and the cartoon to sell the toys has become a dream, It's something that doesn't happen anymore. Oh, the one thing that came out this week that I came this close to picking up was that new Spider-Man #1 by J.J. Abrams. I did flip through it.
Sorry, dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
There's a new Spider-Man #1. Okay.
There's a new Spider-Man #1.
Okay.
And it's written by J.J. Abrams and his son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you remember seeing all the advertising or them talking about it.
Yeah. I remember people making fun of it because
the first issue came out today. I flipped through it. The art looked okay, but it wasn't worth they had like a cardstock cover, and the issue was not worth paying the money for.
No.
I will find it in $1 or 50-cent bins at a later date,
Yeah, that's when it comes to new books, what gets me excited is backing what I can of independent stuff. Getting a signed book of a double size issue or an entire graphic novel. Like that gets me fired up. That gets me excited.
Yeah.
What new con they've come up with for a Marvel or DC book. And there's people who there's creators who still at Marvel and DC who I think aren't horrible people, who are fantastic creators, and I'm still not buying their stuff.
Open the door then, but let her keep funking it.
Gotcha. Sorry, the wife was trying to tell me something, but I heard what you said. I heard what you said. All right, well, guys, it's been an hour. We didn't have anybody here. I think the only two people watching us stream was me and you.
I'm not watching the stream.
Oh, you're not? Oh, well, then maybe it's... Oh, well, you know what? Do I have it opened in 2 locations? Nope. It kept dipping. It went from 2 to 1 to 1, so somebody else was there. Cool. All right, well, whoever's out there watching the stream, thank you so much for coming by and watching with us. Friday, we'll make it more interesting. We'll have more comics, and we'll talk more about art and other things.
What? This was fascinating, dude. Did you? I was here. This was fascinating. Did you?
Yes, just having you here is well worth it.
Batman that laughed.
Yes, I should actually clip this for part of the video and make a video of you drawing.
You should, because it's.
All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining. Yes.
You want to see something?
No, I don't want to see anything. Oh, you're kidding me. You tore it up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. I thought it sold.
No, Dillard said it sucked.
Why didn't you listen to him? You crazy, insane man. Damn it. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining. We'll see you all next time. Bye.